Hi everybody, welcome to the first question of 30 Days of Corsets, and the question is, what initially sparked your interest in corsets? And I have already answered this in a couple different interviews, but in case you missed any of those ones, I was originally interested in corsets when I first saw Gone with the Wind when I was 6 years old, and personally I found that video, or that movie, extremely boring. Oh my gosh, it lasted forever for a 6-year-old, but it really piqued my interest in Victorian style garments, the tiny little waists and the gigantic hoop skirts. They all look like Barbie dolls, basically, and I was very much into Barbies at the time too, go figure. In the later lacing scene where Skylight is being laced up by her mammy after she had her baby, she was saying, "Oh mammy, you gotta get me back down to 18.5 inches again," and that was the first time that I had seen a woman not only I guess want to corset, but actually set goals for herself. I was always told that women were forced into corsets and they didn't like them and they didn't really care what they looked like, but this was a woman who actually wanted to go smaller. She wanted to waist train basically, and I was like, awesome. But my first real experience wearing a corset was when I was about 15 years old. I was going to be wearing a sort of Victorian style morning gown, all black, for Halloween when I was about, what would that be, like 9th grade. So there were obviously no corsets around, so I thought. So my mother actually helped me make a pseudo corset out of a long line bra. So that was my very first experience cinching my waist. And I just loved the way that it felt, and I loved the posture support and everything. The first real corset, I guess, that I had ever worn was when I was 19. I actually made a corset following a simplicity pattern. I didn't actually have a real corset to study and base my sewing off of, but it was a real corset. You know, it took off a few inches on my waist and it had real steel bones in it, so I consider that like a real corset. But I didn't start actually buying waist training corsets and corseting full-time until I was about maybe around 22-ish. So the rest is history, I guess. So that is the end of question 1 for 30 Days of Corsets, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Bye.